Oh, boy. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Speakeasy podcast. Did I just blow your drink?
Oh, my God. My poor ears.
And I am John.
And I am Ken.
And this is our Halloween episode.
Whoa.
Happy Halloweeny.
Yes, we're not as exciting as last year. Last year, I think
I overdid it.
you were like a bear, and
Yeah.
I was Frankenberry.
You were Frankenberry.
This time, I am. If you don't see, I am a serial killer.
He's a serial killer.
Because I love my cereal.
Yeah.
I eat a lot of cereal.
And I don't know what I am. I think I'm a tourist.
You look like a tourist.
Look like a tourist? I need
Yes.
like a camera around my neck.
Yes, a Hawaiian tourist.
I got
maybe.
laid.
Yes.
I got laid.
That's pretty cool that you got laid.
Yeah. And it's actually not a costume at all. I wore this exact same outfit on my cruise this year.
So he was.
I was a tourist.
He was a tourist. This is true.
So we hope everybody is enjoying their Halloween. Today is
Yeah.
Halloween. Check your candy before you eat it. Don't let the kids, get those razor blades in their mouths.
Actually, tomorrow is John's birthday.
It is another trip around the world.
Happy birthday to Johnny.
Me. Yeah, we're not celebrating this year.
It's
Coming towards, a number that I'm not thrilled with this number.
Yeah, but you're doing a thing. You're going out to Brick City and everything,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So that's that'll be fun. Hopefully,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, drink some beers.
Yes.
Cool. But enough with the beers. Let's talk a little bit about what we have here.
Yeah, I'm excited for this because you've been talking about this. And you've been waiting.
Talking this one up, and I'm one of those people. I think I've said it before. I don't like to crack a bottle sometimes until I get another one, and I got another one. So I was like, cool, I can open it now. We can put it on the podcast. I haven't even tried it yet. I want to crack it. There's a lot of hype behind the Penelope Rio. This kind of goes theme with John's shirt here. It feels like it belongs together here. But this one is going to be a fresh crack. And this one, like I said, from Penelope. Penelope had recently sold to it's basically MGP, which is I think Seagram's and all that stuff owns it. So ultimately, Penelope was sourcing all their liquid to make their bourbon, and then they were barreling it themselves, though. Or secondary barrel, like almost like a double barrel, and they were putting in unique things. But then they not too long ago they made a nice pretty penny selling it back to MGPs. Basically, their branding, it sounds like they sold back Penelope, anything that's Penelope related. So kudos to them for doing that, because basically they were just taking the liquid that MGP was providing, the bourbon that they created, putting it in, like I said, different barrels that range from Takagi. This one here in particular was finished in honey and amberana barrels.
Ooh.
And so they had a cool operation going on there, and good for them that they're gonna make a pretty penny on this. Right. But this one's coming in at 49% alcohol.
Okay, good number.
And let's crack this one.
Please do. We did another Amberana honey a couple weeks ago. I enjoyed it very much so.
Yes, the Good Times one. Yeah. Oop, up. All right. And we're gonna sip on this while we do a little chatting. But let's get a profile on this. Johnny's gonna tell me what he thinks. I'm gonna tell him what I think. And we'll go from there. All right. Cooking with gas. It's a good one. That's a good one.
Love me some Duran Duran.
Hold on. Let's get a nose on it first. All right. I'm getting a little bit of honey. I'm getting some of that cinnamon. So it's there.
The cinnamon's not strong, though.
It's not
right?
strong.
Not in the nose, anyway.
I'm getting a little bit more honey, I think. Yeah.
I think you're right.
But I'm getting a hint of cinnamon.
This is going to be interesting.
Yeah. Happy birthday, brother.
Cheers. Thank you, brother.
Cheers, man.
Happy Halloween.
Yes.
Very subtle, Mrs. Esterhaus.
Yes. On the taste, I'm getting more cinnamon than the honey, I think.
It's not as strong, though. It's not. It's a good cinnamon flavor. I taste
nice.
the honey.
Yeah. But I feel like on the nose I got more honey than cinnamon, and then on the palate I got more.
Yeah, any smoke
cinnamon.
on the backside at the end? Something?
Lately, you with the smoky,
Right?
You
Is it just
mentioned
me? Maybe it's my taste buds are all messed
yeah.
up. But I really like this.
Yeah,
Like a lot.
yeah, I know.
Like I want to drink this all the time.
Yeah, unfortunately, the price tags on these keep going up and up. It seems like
I can see why.
Yeah,
I think if you were to like put an ice cube in this, I think you would ruin it, man.
yeah.
This you can't. This has to be neat.
It's a nice little sipper.
Yeah.
I do want to keep drinking it. I want to going over and over,
Right.
and just trying to identify.
Sometimes we have the ambaranas and the cinnamon flavor is just so strong. You know when like a strong cinnamon flavor like burns the inside of your mouth a little bit? This is not strong at all. This is like perfect.
Yeah. The thing I'm going to say, I feel like it's lacking a little bit on that finish, though. You know, I want more. I want that cinnamon. I want that honey to sit there. Like for instance, recently we had the Elijah Craig the C923 one.
Yeah.
We had on the podcast, and I don't know if you remember us commenting on it. That finish just
finish was
lingered.
good,
It just coated your mouth,
Yeah.
and you just want it. It just sat there, and you just were kind of like you just basked in that finish. You know,
Yeah.
you're kind of like, oh, this is so good. This one, it's great going down. You get some finish. Don't get me wrong,
But it's gone immediately.
yeah, like I feel like it needs to hang out a little longer.
Which one did we have a couple weeks ago? The ambarana and honey.
That was a good times.
That was a good times. That lingered.
Yeah.
That cinnamon was strong in that, and that
Yeah.
lingered for a little bit.
Yeah.
But I see what you're saying. This one kind of mellows out almost immediately.
Yeah, I'm now wondering if I have that one like where it's grabbable right now, because I would almost want to like do a side by side to it. But let's roll with this for now. That one, just see
it
what's
was good.
going on. Yeah.
I like it. Oh, I feel like there might be a little disappointment in your voice, though.
No, and it's not. And unfortunately, this is why I don't do this sometimes too. It's the first pour. I feel like in a couple weeks,
It's gonna get better.
yeah, it's one of those ones that's just going to keep getting better and better and better. That's why sometimes I'm not a huge fan of doing a fresh crack on the show, but it felt like a special occasion.
Yeah.
John's birthday is tomorrow. I was like, this will be good one to break out. I think he loves his ambarana.
I love the ambarana. I appreciate it.
Yeah. So I figured it'd be a nice one to treat ourselves to.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And you bought me a bottle? Is that what you?
No.
No. Oh,
No.
I thought you said no. Okay.
No. I think I have a bottle of Benchmark somewhere for you. Maybe. But it is Halloween.
It's Halloween.
We
right?
are in New Jersey. In New Jersey, there's certain things that go on here, which I feel like we don't see it as often. For instance, Mischief Night. You don't see Mischief Night.
Not
as much
anymore.
Really?
No, not anymore.
I remember by us. I mean, we were bad kids.
Oh, and I was maybe were we just bad kids? Was that it?
I don't know.
Yeah, Mischief Night was bad. I mean, there was a point where I remember one year, like the local food town wouldn't even sell us eggs and shaving cream anymore. They were like, there's no way. You know, because
I
they
know.
knew what we were going to do with it.
Dude, you had to go to like the mini mart where the
Yeah,
guy didn't
I
speak
know.
any English.
But also, eggs are like $6 a dozen now.
Yeah,
Kids
no.
can't afford that
I
anymore.
know. I know. It used to be like $1 a carton
Yeah,
or $2
$1
a
a
carton.
carton.
Yeah, something in yeah, now it's
Yeah, you don't see shaving cream.
hey, I'm not
You don't
complaining.
see-
As an adult, I'm not complaining that
Oh,
there's
me
no
too.
Mischief
Me
Night.
too.
But like where I live right now, I mean, it's different than where I grew up. Like if you wanted to like try to do anything to like our cars or the house, you have to like walk up like 50 yards to get to the.
You can't get away because you're going to be outside. And,
And with cameras nowadays too.
Yeah.
Everyone has cameras outside their house.
I think
now.
that might be, another cause that goes into the lack of mischief everywhere.
Yes. Yeah.
All the Ring doorbells now.
Yes.
You really can't get away with much anymore.
No, you can't.
And I think the kids recognize that, and they're not stupid. You know.
Yeah. Exactly. They're more paranoid, or they're just pussies.
Yeah, that could be it too.
There are these
But I
kids,
remember we
there's
used
these
to-
kids with these floppy hair and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
they don't want to
nowadays.
get their hair dirty.
Yeah, I know. They're like, what are your eggs?
When I came home, I was covered in shaving cream, and
Yeah.
one year I even took spray paint out with me. We won't talk about that year.
But yeah, New Jersey used to, that was a common thing. It was a common thing that we did when we were younger. But New Jersey is
New Jersey's weird.
weird. New Jersey is
Strange.
weird.
It's weird, right?
You ever see like they actually have that Weird New Jersey? You ever read the
I used
magazine?
to subscribe
before?
to it. Yeah, I subscribed to
You
it.
did really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I told you I was huge into the paranormal, and that was like the closest thing to it when I was younger.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of it's made up.
Yeah.
Like Jersey Devil.
The Jersey.
Do you really think there's a Jersey Devil?
No.
No. Of course not.
Did you see that thing recently with the Sasquatch or something on the
Yes,
news?
and it's just
Oh come on! It is
Bro.
so fake.
Come on.
bro! It is so fake.
It looks real.
Bro, come on!
And then it just sits there, and when they zoom in, it's just sitting there.
It was supposed
looked
to be
like Harry.
pooping. It was supposed to be pooping.
Is that what it's supposed to be?
Yes.
Why wasn't it just sitting? Why did it have
It was supposed to. They're like, okay, whoever dressed up, they're like, okay, the train comes in at this time. I have to walk by, and be, so enough time so someone could take their phone out and record me.
Right.
And then I'm gonna look like I'm in my natural habitat. I want to make sure they know I'm in my natural habitat because I'm gonna squat and pretend I'm pooping. Come on, dude. Really? I mean,
How do you know it went down that way, though?
because that's what happened in the video.
Well, I mean, but how do you know somebody dressed up? Why couldn't that be a Sasquatch?
Come on. Did you see it? I didn't see any wang flopping around or anything like that.
The Sasquatch. Maybe it was a female.
Well, maybe. But
I believe in Sasquatch.
and the abominable snowman or whatever.
That's just a white Sasquatch. Just like a polar bear, right? It's the same thing.
Blacks and whites.
Yeah.
But yes, back to New Jersey. New Jersey, we have some interesting things around here.
We have a lot of interesting things. We're all from south to north, and I've done most of them. I've gone through that book, and I've gone almost everywhere that they advertised.
So basically, the book is about
It's a magazine.
The magazine. It's telling you all the cool, weird, the interesting places to go to in New Jersey. It could range from anything that is haunted, anything that's just a little abnormal, anything
a weird, like
out of the ordinary. Basically.
Out of the ordinary, yeah. Like a weird roadside attraction.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. It could be like that.
Yeah.
Those giant lumberjack guys that.
Yeah.
There's apparently a thing with those.
Really?
They're like. Not just in New Jersey, they're all over the country. We used to see when you drove into New Jersey City.
440, yeah.
Driving to Jersey City.
It's on The Sopranos, right? In the
yeah. If you watch
title,
the opening credits to Sopranos, you'll see the big giant guy,
big lumberjack.
But we have ours here in New Jersey.
Yeah.
So that's the abnormal. There was that elephant thing in New Jersey too.
That's in Atlantic City. That's Lucy the elephant.
Ah.
So she used to be on the boardwalk. They used to do horse diving, I believe,
Oh,
off of
right.
her or around her.
Off of her.
And then they moved her somewhere else, but she's still up in Atlantic City.
All right.
There's also that I can't remember what it was. It was some kind of theme park, the Jungle or Jungle something, Jungle Safari. And supposedly it's still like sitting there, but it's been abandoned for years upon years upon years, and all the weeds are coming through it. But like everything from the park is like still there, which is like really creepy.
It's always creepy when a place closes down and then it starts to get overgrown by
driving here. I mean, on Route 287, when you're coming close to the exit to get off by Morristown, there's an abandoned mini golf on the right. Yeah, I pass by it all the time.
Really?
It's and it's like an old school mini golf where there's like Humpty Dumpty.
I'll have to look for it now. I'll have to look for it.
It's right before the exit. Yeah.
Which exit you take again?
I take 36 to get off by Morristown.
Oh, okay. You
So
can
to the
take
right.
you can take the next exit 233.
Yeah. Whatever my GPS tells me that day. That's what I take because I do.
I'll have to check that. I mean, even here in Chester where I live, we have the old Larison Turkey Farm. That was a famous place.
Yeah.
That's been. I just drove by today, and I'm like, wow, they really.
So that place is not in business no more.
It hasn't been for years.
Really?
I mean,
I
we've
thought
been
it
here
was.
since 2018, and
Okay.
it wasn't in business then. And I think a couple years prior, it still wasn't even in business. But
let's go over them. So the number one, I think, attraction in New Jersey is Clinton Road.
yes, I've done it.
Right, I've done it numerous times.
I did it with friends one time after a bar.
Yeah.
And a couple of us we actually pulled over and peed on the side of the road.
Well, your brother did more than pee on the side of the road.
I've heard that story.
So yeah, he actually he had to
in daytime too.
In daytime, yeah.
This was nighttime when we went.
He had to do number 2, and when he did number 2, we had a dark pickup truck just come behind. He parked. He was driving. I was in the passenger seat. It just came behind us, and it just sat there and stared at us. And I beeped the horn for him to come back because I didn't want to get taken.
But think about it. In all reality,
and then we went back the next day to look for the toilet paper.
But all the people, everyone knows that's kind of a spooky road, and people are going to be like, "Oh, let's mess with these guys. Let's mess with these guys."
100%. That's what it is. I mean, there's nothing haunted about it. There's no ghosts. You're dealing with crazy locals. That's what it is. That probably assholes. They're not throwing eggs and shaving cream at each other. Now they're just lighting fires in the middle of the road. But that's what happened to me. We went at nighttime. We had a couple cars with us.
Yeah.
We drove down the road. Nothing happened. And then coming back, there was somebody lit a fire in the middle of the road. Like we had to drive around the fire to get back.
Interesting.
Yeah. And there was a couple of cars. Like it wasn't me imagining it. There was a couple cars.
That saw it.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times, from what I heard too, there's a lot of like culty, satanic cults and stuff out there.
Because people
and
believe
things.
that stuff, you know? The
And
little boy or the little girl jumped off the little bridge.
Yeah, the kid that drowned by the bridge. They say if you throw a coin into the water or something, the coin's supposed to get thrown
He'll
back
throw
to
it
you.
back to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, there's someone sitting down there. Oh, let's hang out, see if anyone comes.
I'd sit there all day. I'm not throwing the coin back though. I'm walking away with like $100.
Yeah, no, I'm getting rich.
Hell yeah.
And then there's like abandoned castle. That's where like the cults were supposed to be. Like I remember seeing like some kind of abandoned castle or something there. I think or
I don't know. You know, you go down during the day. So I take that road if I'm going to like Penning's farm because
Yeah.
it's like a shortcut. You
it's
cut
kind
through.
of the sticks, guys. Just so
It
you
is,
know.
but
Yeah.
it's paved now. It's not a dirt road like it used to be. There's houses on it. You know, and then you get to that point where there's no house, it's just woods, but there's nothing going on.
Yeah.
there. There's nothing at all.
Yes, you're almost like, wait, what?
Yeah.
This is spooky.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be. Yeah, it's still fun.
But it's yeah, if you go at night, it's fun because the problem is there's no lights. It's just pure forest on
Yes.
both sides of the car.
Which, if you live in where I live now, I'm kind of used to that. There's a lot of no, like, well, if you leave my block at night, you see there's no street lights.
Driving home, there's no lights. I gotta,
Yeah, go to Tempe Wick Road. I don't know if you've taken that way
Oh
before.
yeah, I have. Yeah.
It's just pure darkness.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's
High beams around here are very common.
Yep.
So you get used to it. So something like that now, maybe back in the day for me would have freaked me out a little bit more. Now, well, whatever, you know.
Then there's the Devil's Clock over in Alpine. You ever do the Devil's Clock?
No, I never heard of it.
You know where Alpine is?
Yeah, that's a rich area.
That's very rich. Yeah.
Actually, I think Alpine might be the richest town in New Jersey.
I think it is. Yeah. There's something called the Devil's Clock there, and it's like a little clock tower. And they say if you like drive around it 3 or 4 times or something, like something manifests. And when we were young, we took a couple cars and we did it, and it looked like it's funny because it looked like the window was going up and down.
Yeah.
But I think it was a screen that the wind was just pushing it forward. You know what I mean? Just playing with your
Gotcha.
eyes because we were like, it's working.
Yeah.
It's when everybody first got their license. You're 17. You're looking for places to go.
I know.
You know?
And then there was Gravity Hill.
I've done Gravity Hill.
Did it go up?
It did go up.
So apparently,
I did the powder and everything.
Apparently, it's almost with Gravity Hill. From what I've read, it's almost like an optical illusion.
It's an optical illusion.
Yes. So it looks like you're. So with Gravity Hill, what's supposed to happen is you put your car in neutral on this hill that looks like it's going up, and the car will start to go up.
Somebody's supposed to push your car.
It looks like yes.
So you're supposed to put baby powder or flour on the hood of your car, and you'll see the handprints of your car getting pushed up.
Yeah, or the trunk of your car. I guess,
Or the trunk,
whatever
yeah,
way
either
you're
way.
facing.
Yeah.
But I think it's almost like where the illusion is. It's actually almost like it's a. Think of like a U shape, you know, or like a half pipe or something, you
Something
know,
like that,
where by the way it looks like you should be going. That it looks like you're going uphill when you're viewing
It's
it,
really
but
downhill.
technically it's downhill.
And I think also with the side street, with like the land on the side of the road, I think the way the road was carved out going off. I think it's an exit, like going off the exit.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
silly.
So
it's silly, but we did it. You know, as kids, we did it. And when the car went backwards,
yeah.
you got freaked out.
Yeah.
But I did put the flour or something.
You got to bring a level with you next time.
Yeah.
Just put a literally long.
There were no
level.
handprints on the car. So.
Yeah, there was no handprints,
but the car did move. I
don't think I actually went to that though. I don't think I've ever did Gravity Hill.
Yeah,
I did do. So back in the day, right on Route 46 in Totowa, if you went, it was a weird way to go there, but now I think they blocked it off.
You had to cut through the hotel, right?
Yes,
through the Holiday Inn by
or docks.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was you can actually exit through there. Now
Yeah.
I think it's blocked
Oh,
off.
is it?
And you would cut through the hotel / Guitar Center parking lot,
Yeah.
whatever it is now.
And there were two things there. Right?
Yeah.
Two weird.
Yes.
Right.
So you would go to Annie's Road was supposed to be like this road. I don't know if maybe it is a true story where this girl, she died. I don't know if she got hit by a car or something.
Yeah, it was
and
like wedding night or prom night or something.
Yes, and she was dragged on it. So when you do go on that road, you see red paint on it.
Yeah.
And I guess it gives the illusion that something did happen. It's not blood, so it's just paint. I don't know why that red paint was there, but
who knows if it's even still there.
But if you took Annie's Road, there was that whole thing there.
And you were supposed to see her, like running on the side of the road or something.
Although no one's ever seen anything.
No, I don't think anybody's ever seen it.
But right connected to it was...
Midgetville. That's a PC, you know what I mean?
Yeah, now that's not PC. Back in when we were kids,
that.
we used to say, and it was just basically a little village.
Just small houses.
Look it up, people. Look it up. Midgetville, New Jersey. Yeah.
I don't know if they're like poor people or what, but the houses were they were shacks. They were like small shacks.
Yes.
Almost, I don't want to say like a mobile home.
Well, there were tiny homes. Nowadays, tiny homes are in.
Yeah.
And it was just a village.
It wasn't like a trailer park.
Very...
I guess you could say it was a trailer park, but they weren't trailers. They were just like small houses.
Tiny houses. But apparently, everyone assumed that it was little people that lived there. But I think the reality of the situation
I don't think there was one.
Yeah, I think it was just people that maybe weren't financially
well off.
And they just had very tiny houses.
Yeah.
But it was like really, really tiny houses. Like it looks like you fit a bedroom, I think, in there. And that's it. And actually, now we mentioned Midgetville.
Oh man!
But now that we mentioned houses, if you're in the Denville area, and I was just over there today. There's the Tabor Road or
Tabor Road,
Tabor area.
Tabor,
yeah. There's,
Tabor
and I don't know if it's in weird. It might have popped up in a weird New Jersey thing. There's a whole little village there, an area there that's all like the gingerbread houses. You know, are you familiar with like gingerbread houses? Like,
I mean, during Christmas, like. What do you mean?
I think that's what they call them. Yeah, they're just basically like they're all like cottages that look they're colorful. They're it's a whole area. It's actually really nice.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I'll look it up. Tell me more if there's any ones that you want to talk about.
What else is there? There's got to be a lot more. I don't know. I mean, we did everything as like a kid because we would buy the magazine and we would.
So like that's it. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Like that?
These are like all like the.
That's in Denville?
Yeah, see how the houses are like all fancy colors.
Yeah. And people, I guess, live in those.
Oh, yeah. You can buy it. There's real estate. Like
interesting.
Gingerbread house, 1899. I don't know. I guess because I wrote ginger. They have their own post office there. Like there's people living there. They're normal looking? People. It's just people like that style of home.
Interesting.
But it's...
But you can't eat them. Don't eat them,
No. But yeah, there's another one. Yeah, it's weird. It's just a section there. I've driven through it before. It's pretty cool.
I guess that's an old 18, right? You said 18
yeah, maybe. Yeah, it was just that section, that area. I actually at one point was looking because I do own a house in Denville, and I was looking around there, and I was like, oh, I want to check this.
You want to buy a gingerbread house?
They're pretty. It's cool. It's a cool neighborhood, actually. It's people who are into that.
We don't
style.
like your kind here.
Yeah,
people disappear there.
It's just that old style of home. They call them gingerbread because they're very. I don't know if it's colonial or how you.
But they're decorated.
Very
from
decorated.
the outside.
Yeah,
differently.
Like unique architecture.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How about do you remember in Ramapo there was like the Jackson Whites and all the albinos that were supposed to be in Ramapo? You remember?
I think
that?
I've heard of that. Yeah.
I don't think it was Albinoville because I'm feeding off of. But there was a land where it was supposed to be all albinos.
Was there a lot of trees?
And I don't know.
For shade, that is. Yeah.
For shade. Yeah. And the Jackson Whites were that family that just kept like incest, like they just kept having babies with each other, and then they all became like albinos or something. Yeah, it's in Ramapo. It's supposed to be like creepy.
Well, Ramapo was an old like Indian reservation.
Yeah. But yeah, all albinos. Like it's supposed to be nuts.
Yeah, I don't know if I've heard that one.
Jersey's
before.
Crazy. Man.
Yeah, we've got some weird stuff. We're popular for some weird things, and we're popular for like things like diners and things of that sort. But
cool stuff.
Yeah, cool stuff.
That's why New Jersey's a unique state, right? You got all this creepy stuff, and then you can go to the beach one day, you can go to the mountain another day. You can you watch creepy stuff, or you can go to Alpine and see the rich houses.
Yeah,
New Jersey's nuts. It's weird. It's a weird state.
Yeah, we have some weird things. Check out, check it out. Look us up online for weird things in New Jersey. I'm sure there'll be a million things that pop up.
Yeah,
it's unique. unique state.
Speaking of like the Jackson Whites, have you ever seen the that crazy family? What's that crazy family everybody's following now? They're all
Yeah.
supposed to be an incestual. The dog,
Yes.
the brother just barks.
Yes. That was I did watch that. You can only watch it on like YouTube.
YouTube people or I see them on TikTok.
Yeah.
There's somebody that like follows them around everywhere. I saw a video of them taking them to like the state fair.
It's weird because the town they're very familiar with.
It's West Virginia, right? Is it West Virginia?
Yeah. It was yeah, and there was a town that took them in. The Whitakers.
The Whitakers, yeah.
They are very, very protective over them.
Yes.
Because everyone knows them. They know who they are. Unfortunately, they were just dealt a crappy card where their parents, and maybe the parents of those parents, because these people don't have kids. I don't know. Maybe one of them does.
I don't,
they're at a point where they're just not reproducing.
I don't think they're even functionable.
Yeah, some of them some can talk, some can't talk.
But they're freaky looking people.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. So,
but they're cool though. They seem like I said. I saw a video. They went to the state fair.
Yeah,
they're fun. But it's like, did Richie die?
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, they buried him across the street or something. Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah, it's strange.
The Whitakers.
The Whitakers. Look them up on YouTube if you're ever interested in watching.
They need their own show. See all these stupid shows on TLC, like the Fat Sisters, and Pimple Poppers.
Maybe it's I don't know.
I want to see the Whitakers.
It's controversial. I don't.
Boy, you got midgets galore on TLC.
Yeah, I know.
I shouldn't say midgets, right?
No.
All right, little people galore on TLC.
Yeah.
Every Little People family has a show.
Yeah.
I want to watch the Whitakers.
Maybe I think it's probably because they're so big on not having that exposure. Yeah, the guy who was filming them, he actually did like a GoFundMe to help them because they're very poor.
Oh yeah,
and to help with getting their groceries, everything. So I guess that was kind of the trade-off. Like, listen, I'm going to help you guys. I'm going to make.
That's the thing. They'll become rich.
Yeah,
give them a show.
Yeah. Wow. Johnny, what do we have here, buddy?
All right. So. In the spirit of Halloween, we are drinking a dark ale today. It is a hoppy dark ale from Allagash,
dark and
it is called Haunted House.
All right.
This cool purple can with green writing, and I've seen this every year, but I don't think I've ever tried it.
Oh well, we're gonna try it today.
We're gonna try it today, and shout out to on Instagram. I think Hoppy Floppy just had this this house. If anybody doesn't know Hoppy Floppy, go check out Instagram.
I don't know who she is.
I don't know either. I just made that up.
Cheers.
Cheers. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. All right.
That's good.
That's got good flavor.
Yeah, it's good.
It's malty. It's nice.
I wasn't expecting that from Allagash.
No, usually Allagash. When you think Allagash, you think like Allagash White.
White. Yeah.
It's like
I think that's the only thing I know from Allagash.
So to see something, this is Allagash Black.
Yeah. Is it black? It's white. Yeah.
Good though. I think it's nice. It's got a nice coffee taste to it.
It does. I love a good dark ale. I mean, it's one of my favorite things right now. So
chocolate, coffee, malty.
Yeah.
Not super sweet.
Nope.
Right amount of carbonation.
Yeah. Not warm.
Not warm.
It's cold. It was in the fridge.
Yeah, it was good. It's good. Last time John brought the.
It was warm.
Warm
I like
beer.
this.
Yeah.
I was not prepared to be this impressed.
Good.
I didn't. My expectations weren't high.
Impressed is a good thing because that means we can finish it this time. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you don't realize after this podcast if something's really not that good, we kind of just dump it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like this one. This is good.
So, all right. Shout out Allagash. Good job. Thank you.
Out. Yeah, good stuff. What was did you say the ABV?
Oh, no, I did not. I did not.
Dum.
Can you guess what it is?
Let me take another sip. .8.
Close.
What is it?
6.66.
I was waiting. I was close though, and I didn't even think to say that.
6.66%.
Interesting. So,
whether that's true or not, I don't know. I'm sure it's just for the can decoration.
I know. Did they water it down a little to make it that?
Area.
Yeah. I don't know. People are silly, but yeah, this is
good stuff.
Yeah, it's not bad.
But I wanted to ask you,
Yeah.
being that it's Halloween, I mean, last year we talked about candy and trick-or-treating, and I don't want to get into that.
Yeah.
And we've done horror movies,
Yeah.
but I saw something recently that I just totally disagree with.
What's that?
They were doing the Mount Rushmore of, I guess, scary characters, like,
All
Jason,
right. Freddy Krueger.
Freddy, Michael Myers. And then it had, like, the question mark. Who are you picking as number 4? And most people were picking the guy from Scream.
No.
That's crazy to me.
That's not horror to me. That's like thriller.
What do they call him? I just said it before. I forgot what his name is. Ghostface. They call him Ghostface.
Ghostface Killer.
And he is... People were ranking him as, like, the 4th best. But,
No.
like, me, personally, I'd go with, like, Leatherface.
Yeah.
Right?
Leatherface, or I would even do that Saw, that little character on the bicycle from Saw over.
But he wasn't a killer. He was just a doll.
I guess, yeah, he was
He
just a
didn't
figure.
move. Yeah, he was just a
Chucky.
figure. Chucky, yeah, but the problem with Chucky is I can't say. All right, so all the other movies, like Friday 13th, there's like 20 of them, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure like 20 of them. Chucky's got so stupid towards the end.
Yes.
The Bride of Chucky,
Yes.
the Seed of Chucky.
Yeah.
Now the new show for Chucky is just it's
Yeah.
annoying. It's
I
not
guess-
even you can't even watch.
I see your point. I see what you're
It's
saying.
annoying.
That it's almost like you can't put him up there now because he's sold out.
He sold out. He got,
Even though there's like 20 Jason whatever movies,
but Jason never sold out.
it didn't get corny though.
Freddy got corny. Jason never got corny.
Yeah.
Michael Myers never got corny.
Yeah.
Leatherface never got
What
corny.
about that weird old guy from Poltergeist?
Oh, yeah. Remember when he's the biblical guy?
Yeah, he was a little strange, man.
Yeah, he was strange. But, I mean, you got, like, Pennywise,
Pennywise.
right? He was creepy.
Pennywise. So, believe it or not, I think I've said this on the podcast before. I've never watched the original It. I watched the new It.
I've never watched the original either.
And you watched the new one?
Yes.
Dude.
But I didn't watch part 2.
What? I'm not into really horror movies too much, but what a well-made
Yeah.
movie
Yeah.
that it was. It was good.
I mean, I
It
haven't
was
watched the
good.
original because what is it? Tim Curry?
Tim
So,
Curry.
like, Dr. Frankfurter as It. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. And I think there's a difference. Once again, I had mentioned it before when it came to Scream. I think there's a difference between like horror and thriller kind of movies.
It felt like it was almost supposed to be like a comedic thriller. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I didn't take Scream serious.
It's like, okay, at the end when
You don't
we
ju-
find out it was 2 killers and they're like bleeding. Oh, bleeding.
yeah, they made like a joke out of it.
Yeah, it was kind of stupid.
Yeah. And then they made the mock movies out of it. So which
Yeah.
made it even that character even worse, right?
Yeah. I mean, what do you think is underrated though? Thriller or horror?
An
That you don't
underrated
see
thriller?
much of. I can tell you mine while you're
Go ahead,
thinking.
yeah.
13 Ghosts.
Tony Shalhoub.
Yeah.
Love that movie.
Yeah, you got the Juggernaut or whatever. No, the Jekyll. That was it. That the Juggernaut, the Jekyll.
Yep.
They had all these like. It was creepy, man.
Yeah.
It was scary.
I actually got another one. House on Haunted Hill,
House on Haunted Hill.
right? That's what's his name? There's quite a few good actors. Renee
Yes, Owen
Not Zellweger,
Owen Wilson, Renee Zellweger.
No,
not
it's
Renee.
not
Not
Zellweger.
Renee Zellweger. No, I'm saying like you.
the
Michael
girl from-
Douglas's wife, right?
yeah, and the girl from Billy Madison, the blonde, the teacher. I can't remember names. But House on Haunted Hill is good. That's Tay Diggs.
Oh wait. Maybe I'm confusing my
I think
places.
you are.
My things.
Tay Diggs.
There's the Haunting. I think I'm thinking of the Haunting.
Oh yeah, the Haunted. No, that's
House on Haunted Hill is the one where they go in that chamber and they put them in the chamber and it starts spinning real quick.
Yeah,
or
they all
something.
get like invited to go to the
Yes.
house.
and they're playing a basketball.
Yeah.
That's the one.
That's creepy.
And then I get that confused too with Silent Hill.
Yeah, Silent Hill. Yeah.
And that was scary, dude. Silent Hill, when it like you hear the siren go and it's about to get dark out,
Yeah.
and
My brother says Insidious is the most scariest movie he's ever seen before.
Yeah?
Yeah. But I've never seen it.
you know what I put up there? 1408,
I just watched that 2 weeks ago. It was on AMC. I loved
Oh.
it. Love 1408.
and he's like, you don't know if he's still in the hotel or he was out of the hotel. Or,
Love that movie. And John Cusack's one of my favorites. even
And
though
Samuel L. Jackson in the refrigerator.
Yeah, love that movie. So I had this conversation with my wife, and I'm going to ask your opinion.
Yeah.
I want to watch The Terrifier. Have you ever heard of The Terrifier? It's that white clown with the black teeth. I think it's Art the Clown.
Yeah, I don't know it, so.
So, part 2 is supposed to be the goriest movie ever
I'm not
made.
big gory. Like, you like that gory stuff, and you like that twisted
I
Rob
do.
Zombie kind of stuff, and.
Art the Clown, this guy?
Yeah, I don't know it, dude.
No, you've never seen. If anybody's ever seen Terrifier, let me know. His mask is like the big thing this year too. It's not rated.
Yeah.
That's how bad it is. It's not an R. It's not rated.
NA, whatever.
My daughter wants to watch it.
Don't.
She's 13 years old. Do I let my daughter watch the Terrifier?
No, not at all.
She also wants to go see the new Exorcist movie.
No, not at all.
No, huh?
No. Listen, man, I'm a firm believer in good vibes and bad vibes. And I think certain vibes can really take someone into a place you don't want them to go into. Yeah. Regardless if it's a movie, regardless if it's certain kind of music, regardless of, that's why, like, when
I watched all those movies as kids. I was into all that.
And it messes you up, though, man.
I think I'm all right.
No.
I'm not all right?
No. I think... real quick. I'm sorry, I'm interrupting that real quick. The Shining, Jack Nicholson, as one of the Mount Rushmores, man.
How about
there's Johnny?
They're here.
Yeah.
I mean, for a long time, The Exorcist was the #1 scariest movie ever made.
Oh my God.
I don't find it that way, but
because it was supposed to be, who knows how much, loosely based on a true story.
Real.
Yeah. I mean, no one's heads were twisting, but
you know what gets me too a little bit? Paranormal Activity.
Yeah. What was that one where they're in the woods, too?
The Blair Witch.
The Blair Witch Trials.
So I actually did watch that with my children a few weeks ago. We put it on, and I was trying to scare them a little bit. And I said, this is a true story. I gave them the whole spiel. They found these tapes in the woods. It's a real thing. And when it was over,
all fake.
They looked at me and they were like, are you freaking serious?
Yeah.
Like, you made us watch that? I can't get that time back. I was like, oh, jerks.
I don't know, man. I just think that who knows? You know your kids better than anyone, so.
I have one kid that fears nothing.
Yeah.
And I have one kid that won't watch it, at all.
All right. So.
I just don't know as a parent. Am I a bad parent if I let my kid watch The Terrifier with me? Or if I let the kid watch The Exorcist?
How old is your kid?
They're 13.
Then don't let them watch it.
Don't let them watch it?
No.
No? Right.
That's my opinion. Sorry, girls, but,
right.
I'm like your uncle in a way.
So when I go home, they call you Uncle Kenny.
Yeah.
You
So, I don't know. I don't think...
I'm going to say Uncle Kenny said no, and they're going to...
Hate me? Yeah, he's no longer uncle.
Well, Sophia's going to be like, I agree, Uncle Kenny. And Emma's going to be like,
yeah.
Now he's just Kenny.
There's ratings on movies for a reason.
I agree. But my thing is, when I think rated R, I think it's like nudity. And there's no nudity. And people, I don't let them watch that kind of stuff. Yeah. It's just people, a little bit of fake blood here and there.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, it's about that time.
Yeah,
we're going to wrap this baby up. John, happy birthday, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you're getting old.
46 trips around the world, man. Yeah. Is that what they say? Around the world? Or
around the world.
The sun? I don't know.
Yeah, I see. I'm starting to see a couple more gray hairs coming in, buddy.
A lot more.
Got to Emmett Smith that bad boy.
A lot more.
Yeah.
And it's Halloween. It's my birthday. And next week.
Yeah.
Is... We're going to Kentucky. Yeah, look out for some cool stuff coming out of Kentucky. Our Kentucky trip.
It's some exciting things going on. We'll talk about it after the trip. I think we don't want to jinx anything, So we'll
might not make it back. Oh,
yeah,
God.
I know.
Did you ever see that other scary movie, Destination? What's the other movie?
Oh, Final Destination?
Final Destination?
Yeah.
Shit.
So, John, obviously, as you guys know, has a little bit of a fear of these planes and everything. But what if we have turbulence and you're freaking out and we arrive there and you're going to be like, I'm not going back on the plane.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm leaving you, buddy.
Hey, I got the car. I'll drive it home.
Yeah, exactly. You get a rental and drive home.
But you're going to hold my hand.
I won't hold anything else. Just your hand.
Just my hand. That's all.
Shout out Penelope Rio.
That was awesome. I liked it.
Yeah,
I felt a little bit of disappointment in you.
No. It was fantastic. It's really good.
Right,
it's really good. No. Don't get that. Like I said, it's a fresh crack, which I'm a little bit sometimes more critical of.
We'll try that again in a few weeks.
And Allagash.
Haunted House. That's a good. It was a good beer. I was very surprised. I thought it would be like a gimmicky, not so great beer, but it was very good.
Yeah, good stuff.
And shout out to Jason Voorhees. Happy birthday, Freddy Krueger, Michael Myers, Leatherface.
Be safe out there. Enjoy your day. Don't eat too much candy.
Check your candy.
Check your candy. All that fun stuff. Cheers, John. Happy
Cheers,
birthday.
Ken.
Cheers
Thank
to you
sir.
guys.
Happy Halloween.
All right.
Woo.